Sup? No, wait, hold on. Saw, dude. That's an internet thing. Like, the guy goes in the video and he's like, saw, dude, and apparently it's like, sup, dude. So, saw, dude. Anyway, we're back to TS Powerline, and I'm not Kaiser, because Kaiser's somewhere, probably on vacation. Hi, Sean. It's not tilting down.
Oh.
That's what I was going for, but it's not happening.
The cameraman is not doing his job.
It is not. He is not doing his job. Sean is the face of the channel, and you are the cameraman.
That's all I'm good at.
Sean, you're both not doing your job right now. He's not doing it. That's what I'm here for. Just the profile on the deck. I'm just a damn driver. Okay, guys. So this deck profile is for the new Raging Form deck with the support it got from BT09 and some of the stuff it got from BT06, which made it actually playable back then. So anyway, let's get into it. So obviously, grade 4s. 4 Raging Form Dragon. It's very good. Limit Break. You can sack 3 if you have a copy in your hand. Ride it. Gains plus 10,000 power. With this deck, it kind of gets around like people playing like great stuff, so you don't get your generation break. But this deck has no generation break, so you don't care, and you just hope to get limit break. So if they hit you hard enough, you just hit them harder, and you potentially double Raging Form in one turn. That's the fun turn. Their new grade 3, which they got from the recent set, its effect is when you ride it on a Revenger card. Counterblast 1, discard any card from your hand. Any Revenger? Or it's any card? Discard any card. This card goes to your hand. No, you ride a Raging Form from the deck, and then this card goes back to your hand. So now you have a 3 that you can use for your stride or for your effects. And it has no other effect, it's just that. So I play 8-3, and my other 3, which gives me 9 grade 3s, is my backup for Phantom Blaster Abyss, because why not? Why not have every kind of 3 that restands? Grade 2s, 1 Blaster Dark Mage, because you don't want to whiff Legion.
3K for every card.
Mana. 18. Very good card. Pretty much the heart and soul of this deck that gets you all the grade 1s you would need from your combo. It makes all the cards that sack 2 cards basically sack 1 because you never had that card in the first place. If you're grade stuck, she is a really great combo. With this card, the new grade 2 from the set. With the new, not the grade 2, the grade 1 from the set. If you don't have a 3, you have a very high chance of getting a 3 with this deck. It's kind of hard not to get a 3.
I don't even think you can guard this.
And then for the combos,
why'd you take it?
You have the Angel. When she's sacked by one of your effects, Counterblast 1, search for 1 grade 1 Revenger and place it onto the field. That kind of enables you to do double Raging Form because if you got to sack 3, so when you sack 3 for the first one, you have 2 cards left. With her, she puts a new grade 1 out and then Raging Form can sack it. Now we're getting into the grade 1s. The new grade 1s is her. We play 3. 4 is too many. Her effect only works by getting... Her effect is, it's an act. Rest it. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 Raging Form from there to your hand. And then you shuffle the deck. If you did not add Raging Form to the hand, 1 unit on your board gets plus 2k. So eventually her effect will fail because you'll be out of Raging Forms, but she still has a solid effect which can make any of your columns like hit. Because we all know that mana turns, they don't swing for big numbers, so with her it makes it actually a 10k shield. And then you can always sack it for something like Orgeyser or Spectral. I don't honestly care what you sack
I
it
just did! I still have an
3 more. Because more lets you get a copy of the Vanguard when it's placed on the field if you grade 3 Revenger. It's kind of like one Revenger. Search for a copy of something on your Vanguard. So you add Raging Form to your hand with this effect. It enables you to get the Raging Form restand. 3 Limit Break enabled because this deck is completely Limit Break. And then your new stride is Limit Break, so it helps you get there. 4 PGGs to unflip. You can play the Revenger Perfect Guards if you want. I personally prefer these because you can sack these with the new stride. The only thing is you can't sack them with Raging Form. But to be honest, in that situation, I wouldn't want to sacrifice the standard anyway. I mean, a Perfect Guard. I would rather sack a Trigger or honestly anything else. And then my last 2 cards in this deck are the new grade 1s that gain 3k if you have a Raging Form Vanguard, or a Vanguard with Raging in its name. So anytime a card is sacked on your board for an effect, it gets plus 3k until the end of the turn. So it can make some kind of beefy numbers later if you need it. getting into triggers now.
Okay, you crushed it.
4 heal triggers, because we have a good G guard now, so we don't have to care about some stuff. You can literally block anything, almost anything.
You know what would be funny?
4 crit, 4 Grim Reaper crit,
Martial arts and shadow.
4 of the Undead Angel crit. We play 8 crit, and since it's Raging Form and it consumes a lot of cards from your hand, we play 4 draw, 2 Revender draw, and 2 of the Howl Owl. Because this deck kind of has a problem with soul sometimes. So if you do Rapt too many times, you can't Spectral the next turn if you don't have the soul. So you just pop the draw trigger into the soul. And Rapt doesn't need to kill Revenders, so you can get away with non-Revender cards. But the draw triggers are mostly there for if you don't ride Raging Form and you ride the wrong 3, you can discard a draw trigger to get a grade 3 you need. Or get the Raging Form. And a starter is something from what? BT12?
This is the
Yeah, BT12. The other Avenger starter that no one played because Claudus was better. His effect is when it boosts a unit with Limit Break and the attack hits the Vanguard, it hits Vanguard or hits anything?
That's why I like Rainbow.
Yay!
Hits a Vanguard. Move it into the soul, draw a card. The deck has soul issues. The new starter from the set can go into the soul if you discard a normal unit, check the top part of your deck, and then decide if it stays or not by putting it on top or bottom, and then you draw. So it's kind of the same, except for this you don't have to discard, so you're still getting a card off it if you need it. Or if they let Raging Form hit. Most times they let it hit, so it'll happen eventually. Now we're getting to the strides, which is the real deck. This is just for like people who don't want to like fight at GB. Your new stride, Raging Rapt. Its effect is at Limit Break, Mana Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. Discard 2 Grade 3 Abyss Dragons. Sack 2 units on your board. This unit goes to the G zone, and then you stride another copy of it from the G zone from a face down. And then it minuses 1 drive check. And it's not once per turn. As long as you're at Limit Break, you can keep doing it as long as you have Soul and Field for it. So the common one to do it is you can potentially ride it 3 times in 1 turn.
Scissors are all 4s.
Or 4 if you're mad.
4 if you have the soul and you have everything you need for the setup, which is amazing to have. It's literally 3 counterblasts and 1 of the angel, and you have to have 4 soul, well 3 soul, but that's kind of hard to do. And if you ever do that one with the 3 and you have enough soul, one of your backup 4s is Spectral, which is another restanding Vanguard. Except Spectral swings for 3 drive checks and then 1 drive check, but it's also a Soul Blast, which is how they're stopping Shadow Paladin cards with effects. They're just giving them a Soul Blast cost so they can't go too ham.
Oh no.
Playing 1 drag ruler Revenant? Yeah. Revenant, because if you have nothing and you have mana, you can call mana to get any grade 1, use the grade 1's effect however you want, then use this to kill that grade 1 and get a new one. So instead of, because at the end of the turn, mana returns the grade 1 you called back to the deck. But this card lets you keep the card you call at that point. So you're getting a free +1, maybe a 2 depending on what you call. Dark Carnivore, because killing 1 to kill 2 on the opponent's board is never bad, and this can kind of help later. There's a lot of things you want to kill in this game. 2 Orgeyser, because if you have a lot of nothing you want on the field, you can just kill it with this and then draw 2, which is pretty good in my opinion. The win button, just in case everything goes bad and they don't have perfect cards, you try to kill them with that. 10k and crit. You'll almost never be able to do the guard restrict effect, but still. 1 Dismal, because Narukami is not fun when you're at 5 damage and you have 1 unit and you can't protect it, but you could protect it if you had this. Man, VMAX needs to go eat a dick. And then 3 Plot Maker, because there's no other G-Guard that's worth it for this deck. You can use Ludwig, but you don't want to have to sack that card in the field for that effect, but you can just get 10k for getting grade 1s in the drop zone. Pretty easy with this deck.
You'd be surprised how many kids do that. I have kids.
And that is Raging Form.
I have kids who box Pokemon, and because there's no EX, they leave them there. And then like they'll think they left was like I was sure, whatever. That's cool. I'll take it.